Hello, YouTube friends. This is Shay here, Shay and 5. Today is Saturday, so it is Saturday Shay's Nay's storytelling time. So the story that I have for y'all today, I will call it Picking Cotton Balls. Alright, when I was a little bitty girl, and I'm going to say anywhere from 5, 6, possibly 7, but I don't really think I was 7. I think it was just more 5 and 6 years old. We lived in this little town, and we lived in a trailer park. Okay, our trailer was parked in the front of the trailer park right by the road. And across that road was a field like. Most of the time, now this is, you know how as a child you remember things. So this is how I remember it. Most of it seemed to be all grown up. But from what I remember, if I'm not mistaken, there was like a clearing, a section, a round part. It was kind of cleared out and wasn't so grassy and woodsy and all. But I don't actually remember just seeing that from the road, like it was right there by the road. You know, it's like tall grass was hiding that. I think you had to go back and through a path maybe or something like that to get to this clearing. And if I ain't mistaken, I think this clearing had sand in it. It seems like I remember sand. But there was also, I don't think it was like it was an actual field where someone had planted cotton. You know, like a garden where someone had actually had rows and planted cotton. I don't think it was like that. But I think there was just like somewhere along in there by this clearing, maybe just different little sprigs or whatever you would call it, plants that had cotton balls on it. Well, I can remember us going over there and we would pick the cotton balls. Now, I don't know if I can't remember if this was just one occasion we done this, or if this is something we done a lot. So, Becca, if you watch this, and you remember anything about this, let me know what you remember about it. But I do remember that we had picked some cotton, and my mama had put the cotton balls in a little baggie, like a sandwich bag type thing. And we brought it home, and she hung it up on the wall in our trailer. Why she done that, I don't know, but now I'm curious. So, Becca, if you know why she done that, I would really love to know. So please let me know what you remember about this and what you know about it, and let me know. Also, it seems like I remember, seems like that Becca, maybe it was you, maybe it was our older sister Charlotte, or maybe it was both. I don't think it was me, because I was probably too young maybe to have a project like that, and then again, who knows, it might have been. So I can't really quite remember all the details. So like I said, Becca, whatever you remember about it, let me know. But it seems like I remember for a school project we had to go over there, and we had nets, or I could have possibly dreamed this when I was a child. And I may be remembering that dream. You know, it might have been so real to me that I thought we actually done it or something. You know how kids are with remembering things. But anyway, and then when you get as an adult, the way you remember it, it's not really exactly how you thought it was or whatever. Anyway, but seems like I remember for some type of school project, whoever it was for, me, one of my sisters, whatever, seemed like we had to go over there and catch butterflies with a net, and seemed like we did. And seemed like I can remember even Mama was out there with us, and we all had nets, and we was going around trying to catch the butterflies that would land on the grass. I mean, do you remember that, Becca? Did we do that? Uh, am I right about that, or am I wrong? Was it a dream I had? So just, that's my story about that. That's all I know to say about it. So there you go. That's your story for today. And like I said, Becca, please comment and let me know what you remember and recall and know about this story. Okay, toodaloo until the next. Okay, I am fixing to now give y'all an update on my doodles for January. I don't quite remember where I'm looking through my book here, trying to get where I'm at. I don't remember what I showed y'all last. Did I show y'all the birds on the light post, electric post, and my bottle? I'm thinking I did. Yeah, I think I remember showing y'all my crooked coffee cup and my messed up baby's alphabet block. Okay, oh yeah, the purse. I remember my sister Becca commented on the purse. Said I did pretty good. Okay, and that was number 15. So number 16 is I drawed a watch, and it is saying that it is 15 after 9 o'clock, I guess. 15 minutes after 9. Okay, that's number 16. Number 17, now I know this ain't going to look like it, but to me that's a hat. That's how I make hats. You know, it's a tall top hat, and it's got a band, like a bow tie around it, and then that's like the rim that goes around. Okay. Number 18. I like this little thing. This was something that when I was doing my purse, to me this part right here, which is the handle, kind of resembled like a hood. Like that should be a face, you know, and that could be a body. So I thought that I would try to see if I could draw something like that. So I did, and I like it all, except for I don't like one of my arms, and I don't like my nose. Everything else I'm okay with, except for I did get the feet not matching. One's a big foot and one's a little foot. So, but here you go. I'm kind of tickled about it. I really like it. But see my nose? It looks funny. I don't like it. I drawed an upside down heart, trying to do it that way for a nose. Okay, now this arm right here looks okay. But this arm up here at the shoulder part, I was trying to kind of make it look like it was the shoulder coming out, you know, or something. But I messed up. I don't really like that part of it. And see how this foot's bigger and that one's smaller? But that's the only things about it that I don't like. Otherwise, I really like it. And I even thought if I could practice on it a little bit and get it to look a little bit better, this could end up being a pretty cute stamp. But I need to ask Poet Spice. You draw your girls and stuff, and a lot of other people do, and then y'all end up making them into stamps. How do y'all do that? How do you make them into stamps? Can just anybody do that? Could I do that? Does it cost money? What? Let me know. Alright, that was number 18. Okay. I messed up on the very next page, so I just scribbled it out. Alright, number 19, and my husband said this looks like a hat to him, but it's supposed to be a birthday cake. Matter of fact, it says happy birthday. And I know my words, like I wanted to do them all like this, the H, but I realized after I got the H done that it was going to be too big and I wouldn't have enough room. So I just did the rest of it this way, and then I decided to try to do the B like that to match that, you know, the first letters, and then the rest of it. And I just got 3 candles on it. And it's got flowers around it, and then designs on like the plate that it's sitting on. Now the front of my plate, I tried to make it look like where you could see the thickness of it, but it looks funny there how it ended up. See, I don't know how to do that. I'm not a good drawer, y'all. Okay, that was 19. Okay, 20. This is supposed to be a paper clip. Okay, and then I messed up here again. So I scribbled it out. That was 21, but I went ahead and wrote 21 over here too. So 21 is a pair of glasses. Which is crooked. This one's smaller than that one. But oh well, it's a doodle. And I told y'all I'm not a drawer. Okay, number 22. This is supposed to be a type of flower. I've seen someone draw one before, and I thought it was cute. And I said, hey, I can do that. That's easy. So I did it on a piece of pink sticky note paper that I had. And this was when I first seen it. And it looks more like a flower on this sticky note paper than what it does right here. So let me show y'all. See there? That looks more like a flower than that one does. That one looks like one of those, and I can't even say it right, candelabras, or however they say that. You know, the whole set with the candles up. I don't know. But anyway, it was meant to be a flower. That was my husband just opened the bedroom door, but he's talking on the phone to somebody. I think he was just letting Junior in here, or out. One of the other ones. But anyway, that's number 22. Okay, number 23. I drawed out my dream craft room that I want whenever I can get a craft room. I imagine my craft room, instead of being a complete square room, I would really love for it to be a long, narrow, like a rectangle room. And really and truly, the windows does not matter in it. That will depend on where the room is set in the house, whatever house, you know. But I drawed it. Now, I didn't actually put any walls up. I'm just letting my page be the room, okay? But I did do this. So those 2 lines right there would be like my door where I would come into the room. Okay? Alright. So, in this corner is a chair. This is that round thing's a tall lamp standing behind it. That's an end table with books on it. These shelves is bookcases full of books. Bookcases full of books. That's a window. That's a window. Okay. I'm trying to think here. These are shelves, and they've got all of my games, box games, and puzzles, boxes of puzzles. And I've got a lot of them. We have a tradition. Every year at Christmas, my husband gets me a new game. And I've got a lot of games. We've been married for almost 27 years now. So, I got a lot of games. So that would be the shelves with those on them. This is 2 card tables with 4 chairs at each one. One would be a table to sit at and play games. Another one would be a table to sit at and put puzzles together. And the reason we would have 2 is because we could be working on a puzzle, leave it laying out on the table, you know, to come back to later and work on some more when we want to. And if we wanted to play a game during while that puzzle was laid out, we wouldn't have to do it on top of the puzzle or worry about trying to move the puzzle and mess it up to have a table to play a game on. We'd have another one to play a game on. Understand? Okay. So, over here is my little roll-top desk with a chair in front of it. This is just like a table or a shelf with some stuff on it. This is my corner desk that I have in there in the living room with a chair at it. And this is the other window. Hurry up, I'm making a video. Thank you. Okay. He was giving me his phone back. We have to share the phone for right now. Okay, then in this corner would be more shelves, and those shelves would be all of my crafting supplies and crafting machines and just everything crafting wise. Okay, then this is a long narrow table that's tall like a kitchen counter that I could stand up at to actually work on and craft on, and there would be shelves underneath it to put other crafting supply stuff on. So that is my dream room, craft room, and I drawed it out. And that was number 23. Alright, number 24. Now this may not look like it, but it's intended to be a bed. Okay, so this is the bed. This long part right here, where it's got the four corner swirlies and the big swirly in the middle. This here is the pillows, and it's got those in it. This here is the headboard with rainbows designs on them. So there you go, that's that. So that's number 24, and that's the last one I've got. And what is today? I don't even know what today is. Today's the 25th. So I still have not drawn anything for today. So y'all will have to wait for that one later. Okay, so that is my doodles for January caught up with. And so, hope you enjoyed them. Comment below. Toodaloo until next time. Okay, this clip is a sister tag that I'm going to do with my sister, Becca JB. Becca, do you remember me mentioning this in another video a while back? I'm talking about way before my wreck. I had intended on doing it way before this, but I had gotten about 8 questions and wrote them down, and I had meant to find more questions. Never did, so I'm just going to go ahead and go with these and do it. I had put it back and forgot about it, and then since the wreck, I just still, for some reason, cannot get back on track right like I want to with my videos and like I was doing. But I will get there. Anyway, I had asked you, Becca, to come up with some questions too, and let's do this back and forth together. So this is a sister tag for me and you. I'm going to ask the questions and answer them. And after you see this video, Becca, come up with some of your own questions. Please, that's a must. You know, come up with some more questions. I didn't have that many, and the ones I have are, I don't think very good, but it's all I could come up with. So please try to come up with some of your own questions. And do a video answering my questions, plus telling your questions and answering them. And then I will do another video answering your questions. Okay? Alright, so here we go. Question number 1. Who is the oldest, and what are your ages? Okay, Becca is older than me, and I'm the baby. We have another sister that is older than both of us. So our oldest sister is Charlotte. She lives in Wyoming, and she's either 11 or 12 years older than me, because I think she was 11 years old when I was born, September the 21st. Okay? But then, October the 21st, she turned 12. So, she was almost 12 years older than me. So I guess you might as well go ahead and say she's 12 years older than me. Okay, then Becca, she was, I think, around 7 years old when I was born. So she's 7 years older than me. And I'm the baby. Okay, number 2. What is your favorite memory of each other? Okay, Becca. My favorite memory of you is me and you playing together in our little bitty cement swimming pool on Bluey Swamp that our daddy made us. That I love that. That was so cool. Okay, our daddy, um, he dug this little bitty square hole out in our yard when I was real small, probably 5, 6, 7, and then Becca was 7 years older than me. But he dug this hole out. He didn't dig it very deep. I mean, we sat in it, and we was probably just up to our waist, and we was little old bitty girls. Or I was. Becca was a little bigger than me. But anyway, and it was just big enough that I sat in one corner of it, she sat in one corner of it, and we had just a little bit of space around us, empty space around us. But he dug it out, and he mixed cement up, and he poured it in it, not to fill it up, but just to cover the bottom of it with like a cement slab, and even up the side walls of the ground, and a little bit on top to make a little side edge around it. And that was our little swimming pool. He would fill it up with water, and me and Becca would sit in it, and we would always play with our Barbie dolls in it. And we'd put our bathing suits on our Barbie dolls, and our Barbie dolls would go swimming with us. I love that memory. It is so cool. So, Becca, what is your favorite memory of each other? Either something we done together, or just your favorite memory that you have of me, and a favorite memory from your childhood about you. Okay? Alright, number 3. When you was a little girl, what did you always say you wanted to grow up to be? And did it come true? Okay, for me, when I was a little girl, there were several things. I wanted to be everything. So, I wanted to be a school teacher. I wanted to be a librarian. I wanted to be a secretary. I think those are the main 3 ones that I really wanted to be, and I would always say I wanted to be those. But did it come true? None of them came true. I never finished school, so I never did get a diploma and go on to college to be able to be a teacher or a secretary or a librarian. So anyway, now that's for me. Now as far as Becca, I don't recall her what she used to say. I don't remember, what she used to say that as young that she would like to be. So Becca, you need to answer that question. And if you recall me, Becca, saying anything else that I would like to be other than the school teacher, the librarian, and the secretary, tell us that too. But tell us what you used to always say when you was young that you wanted to grow up to be. And did it come true? Because she may have said that she wanted to be what she is. And I'm not going to give anything away, which I know everybody knows that watches her and stuff like that. But for the sister tag's sake. Alright, so answer that question. Alright, number 4. Do you have a favorite inside joke? I don't really know. Seems like we kind of do or should, but at this point in time I can't really remember. So Becca, if you know of anything, let us know. Answer this question in the Sisters Tag and tell us. Now, there is, but this, I don't know if this would necessarily be called an inside joke. I don't think it would. I think this is just considered another, like, special memory. When I was a teenager, I went and stayed with my sister for a while. She lived we lived in Mississippi, she lived in Louisiana, and it was like a 5-hour drive to her house. And I went and stayed with her for a while. And I would always bring games, and we would play games. One of my games that I had, it was a board, and you had to go, and there was certain things that you would land on that you would get to tell the other player something silly to do, and they would have to do it. something crazy and silly, you know. And so I can remember, now she had, and she lived in like a little small shotgun house at the time, and it was an old house, and they called it a shotgun house. And so she had a small kitchen, everything was small, and you know, and she had her, if I'm not mistaken, I think she had her washing machine inside her kitchen, and she didn't have a dryer. She hung her clothes out on the line. But one of the silly, crazy things I made her do was, well, actually, there was two of them, but the one I really liked the most is about the washing machine. I made her sit on the washing machine and kick her legs and hit the side of the washing machine, and I just thought that was so funny. Another thing I made her do was, she had a front porch, but it was screened in and she had a screen door. But I made her go outside on the front porch and just walk back and forth up and down the porch, even if there was any of her neighbors out, you know, to see her and stuff. And I just thought that was the biggest, funniest thing, craziest thing. And I just stood there and watched her, and I made her walk back and forth 2 or 3 times before I'd say, okay, you can quit. And I thought that was so funny. Okay, so, but, see, I don't really think that's considered, that's a funny memory. Okay, I don't think that's really considered a favorite inside joke. So, Becca, if you think we have an inside joke, let me know. Alright, number 5. Do you like skirts or dresses better? For me, I think I like skirts better, and I wear skirts more than I do dresses, skirts and shirts. Now, Becca, I think she likes dresses better. I think I see her in dresses more than I do skirts, if I'm not mistaken. But Becca, you have to answer these questions too, even if the answers are the same as mine. Okay? Sister Tay. So, number 6. Do you like flats or heels better? Okay. At my age now, of course, right now all I wear is flip-flops. All year long. Church, town, home, everywhere. Okay? But back when I wore other type shoes, before I just started, just before I started just wearing flip-flops, it was mostly flat, because I've not worn heels in a long time because I'd fall and break my neck. But when I was younger, like a teenager, and first married and all, I loved high heel shoes. And I still love high heel shoes. They're pretty. And if I could wear them and walk good in them and not stumble and fall and break my neck, I'd love to still be able to wear shoes, or if they wouldn't hurt and kill my feet. But they do, so I don't get to wear them. Okay, so Becca, I think Becca, I don't know which one she really likes them first the most, but I think she wears both. But tell us, Becca, which one do you like the most, flats or heels? Okay, number 7. What did your sister love to play as a little girl? I recall her reading a lot, and that's really all I recall. Of course, like I said, she was 7 years old when I was born and a baby, so she was mostly older when I was growing up as a toddler and a kid. But when she was a young girl, I don't know. Becca, what did you love to play when you was a little girl? Now, I myself, I love to play board games, and I love to play Barbie dolls and paper dolls and baby dolls. And I had a little round tin can, and I collected the little bitty toy cars and trucks and stuff like that. And I had a whole bunch of them in there, and I loved taking that out and playing with my little cars. And I even played with guns, even though I was a girl. I had toy guns, and I loved playing with those. So, Becca, answer this question about you and about me. What do you remember that I used to play with as a little girl? And what did you love to play with as a little girl? Okay, number 8, the last question. Do you remember when you first seen me? So, Becca, do you remember when you first seen me? What it was like? How did it feel? What did you think? Did you go to the hospital and see me when I was born? Or did you not see me until after they brought me home? I know that I've heard all my life that you was jealous of the new baby after I came along, because you was the baby, and then I come along and took your place and all this kind of stuff. But still, answer, do you remember when you first seen me? Now, as far as when I first seen you, no, I do not remember and recall when I actually first seen you. So, sorry. Okay, so that's all my questions. So this is the sister tag. Becca, answer all of these questions. And like I said, please come up with some of your own, whatever you can come up with, and ask them. You'll answer your own questions too, like I did. Plus, I will make another video and answer your questions. And so this will be a fun sister tag. And anybody else out there, after y'all see our sister tags like this, if y'all would like to do this type of sister tag and answer our questions that we had, please feel free to do so. But I'm not going to call any specific names, to tag anybody. So I'm just saying I'm tagging everybody. Everybody that watches this and wants to do this sister tag, you're tagged. Do it. Okay. This will be all of the video clips for this video for today. Tomorrow's Sunday. I don't do videos on Sunday unless I've been kind of thinking about something in my mind, so I don't know. We will see how it goes of maybe trying to do something on Sundays. But anyway, probably not this week, so Monday will be a Monday's vlog, and Monday is supposed to be for just vlogging. And I'll be at home. I won't be keeping the boys. And this Tuesday, I don't have to go keep the boys either because Nemo's coming to stay with them. So I'll be home on Tuesday too. And this usually will be our last of the week video questions and stuff like that too. Alright. Please like and comment and subscribe and all that good lushy stuff. And toodaloo until next time.